Welcome back to the 2019 edition of the Tour Auto. We're here again this year at the Grand Palais today doing scrutineering and signing on. Those of you that watched our video last year will know what the rally is all about, and those of you that haven't, maybe have a watch of it before you watch the rest of this video. Today we're here with the AC Cobra, which is different to last year. We were in the GT40 last year. We were leading the rally with a 7-minute lead on the last day, and unfortunately the gearbox broke on the penultimate special stage, which was a real shame for the team, but we're back again in fighting spirits. Unfortunately with the AC Cobra, it's only just had its full restoration completed. It's the ex-Carreras Colombia car, and we went to Donington just a week ago to test the car, and unfortunately we had gearbox issues, but everyone's pulled together and helped us out, and we're here with a loaned gearbox, and we're relatively confident, looking forward to the start tomorrow. We've got the first special stage in the morning, and then we will head down to Dijon for the first race in the afternoon, which will be, of course, the first real test for the car. But fingers crossed everything should go well. Today we've got scrutineering here at the Grand Palais. We've had the car inspected, we're having our race kit inspected. We're just settling into the car, making sure we've got all the pens in the right place and the different mounts and pockets in the right place. And just really getting ready for our 6 AM start tomorrow, and really excited to see what happens on the 5 days ahead of us. Fingers crossed that we have a faultless run and a successful finish. So this is the cockpit of the Cobra, where we'll spend pretty much all day, every day for the next 5 days. On our longest days, we will probably cover approaching 700 kilometers in one day in this cockpit. So before we go, one of the most important things to do is make sure that we're as comfortable as possible and that we've got everything to hand, so that when we're at the start of a special stage, we can quickly get our helmets on, get ready for the stage, and again at the end of the stage, get our helmets back in the boot and know where everything is and keep everything safe and sound, so that when you're doing those special stages and you're bouncing along the road, you don't lose anything. So little bits and pieces that we do. We obviously have a race logic system here, which we purely use for speed, because it's so important for us to avoid having penalties imposed, which speeding on public roads is of course a huge no-no. So that gives us an idea of what speed we're doing at all time. We've got the Monet system here, which is our trip meter, and this will, in accordance with the way in which the route book works, we can see how many kilometers we've done from the start of every stage, and every incremental tulip that we cover, we reset the second part of it so that we can see how far we've got until the next one. Lots of little important things that people, look at our car and think that's, very cool that we've made so much effort to make everything work properly, but things like having somewhere to put your sunglasses. You can't wear your sunglasses during the special stage, so we've got just these little brackets on the dash to put them. Somewhere for the pens. We've got our pens here, and again on the roof here, up here, we've got a little pocket to put the pens in, and then on the doors we've got our drinks bottles holders, so that we can make sure that we can keep hydrated at all times, because that's one of the biggest causes of fatigue is being dehydrated. So we make a big push to make sure that we're always fully energied up and hydrated. As part of the restoration of a car like this, we want to make sure that we have a car that is both functional and practical and works, but also is in keeping and as close to a sort of period specification that we can have. So all our instrumentation is of the period. It's we've got Smith's gauges in this car, and none of them are digital or electric. They're all period-looking items. We've got these Tillet race seats, which are carbon seats, which really we only have them from a safety point of view, but we trim them in this corduroy so that it looks absolutely like something it would you would have found in the car in period. Although obviously they're not. From a safety point of view, we have these coupled with this full roll cage. If we're going to have an unfortunate accident, we want to make sure we're as safe as possible. But we finished it in this matte army green, which is pretty in keeping with the Carreras Colombia heritage of this car. And again, on the dash here, we've got it in this matte army green, and that's just so we don't get a reflection on the windscreen when the sun's shining down on the dash. So it's all these little bits and pieces that we do that make the car look and feel as it should have been, but equally make it usable and comfortable for our rally ahead. Que me toquen un porro sabanero.